Hey, welcome back to the shop. You know when you come in and it's a mess and you go, I gotta clean this up, but then it's like, well, I have a blank and it's gonna make a mess, so let's do that first. Anyways, let's just set up this camera level. If you want any advice on shooting videos, by all means leave me a comment. I'll try to help you. So we're gonna frame there, start recording on that, and a clap. Why the clap? Is so when you look at the sound wave, see here how it moves. Then you can look at the sound waves and synchronize both cameras, the one I'm wearing on my head and this one, by starting your clip right at your clap and putting them both together. So anyways, I have this piece. It had a branch. I actually posted on Facebook asking for some advice. I got all kinds of advice. Those guys are really good. And I think it might wind up being a hollow form, but which I might do with, if it's not too deep, I will use the easy wood tools. If not, I might do it in a different day because I'll have to get familiar with. But I do have a hope system with a laser and everything, but I've never used it, so I will have to, well, I guess just try it. This is 40-40, and yeah, let's trying to find a shape on this and put a tenon. You can go 700, it's not bad. As you can see, I don't through the side of the blank. I just like to let it get through as I shape. If the blank is out of balance, where it doesn't allow me to do a decent speed, then I will, but otherwise I'll just leave it. Don't move your tool race with it laid on if you're not comfortable with it. What I'm saying is I'm in charge of my own safety and you're in charge of your own. I'm not the safety police. I usually speed up my clips between ×4 and ×8. I'm leaving this on real time. Just in case you're watching my videos and you think you have to go really fast. This is the tool feed speed that I use to get a really clean pass. So that's the only reason this one is in real time. The other ones will all be sped up. You take your time, let the tool do the work. Don't push too much. It always works. I don't have a story to tell you yet on this video, but I am leaving all the steps. I usually remove some of them, but I'm trying to include all the steps so you get a sense for what I'm doing. I think I went around right up to before the bark and then come in the other way. I think this will be like a hybrid and leave all this, but I don't know yet. And as you can tell, I was totally winging it here. I had no clue what I was gonna do. What I just said is not actually what I did, as you will see later, but just letting you know that I had no clue where I was going. Almost there. Let's see how much are we doing for the tenon. Okay. I think I try one more pass. Hopefully get rid of these two guys, but I have a feeling a few others will appear. That always happens with ambrosia maple. I can gain a bit more speed. And this is what I meant when I said the thing about the clap when shooting video. I can switch from one camera to the other because the clips on my timeline are one on top of the other and perfectly synchronized, so I just remove bits and pieces and shows the one below. If you have any questions about editing or video storytelling, just leave me a comment. I'll help you out. This area here. Yeah, no, I gotta come up higher. Because in order to round this off, it means I'm almost cutting into here, and I don't want to do that. So this is gonna have to be smaller. But if you're doing a holo, the bigger you make it, the more you have to remove afterwards. So. I don't want to take too much of the bottom because I need a tenon. So I think I'm gonna dig in. Speaking of stories, if you have any way for me to improve what I'm doing, by all means, let me know. I'm not the authority of wood turning. I'm just trying to learn like the rest of us. So I started to rub the bevel too hard, and then you get these bumps, and unless you go back to where there is none, your gouge will just follow the bumps that you created in the first place, and you keep doing this over and over and over. If you don't get behind it, you're just gonna keep making your bowl smaller and smaller every time and gain nothing. Let's see if I can find my spot here. I'm doing it again, see that? And you can sure scrape this or sand it, but it's a lot nicer if you nail it right in the first place. I saw some bark fly off from here, I guess. So I have enough there. I think I'm good. I figure the main purpose of this video is sometimes you see a picture of a piece and you go, wow, how do they do that? And I just wanted to show what you go through trying to figure out what to do and, you know, what the outcome is. And maybe that's the way everybody does it. You just dig in and see what comes out of it. Yeah, that's smoother. A bit of a line here, but acceptable. So this is my farthest point. I have to get from maybe I give it one of this, but I'm gonna lose the bark. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do, I guess. And here I'm just buffering, trying to figure out what it is that I want to do. Sometimes that's the way it goes, but then let's check if the piece is true. She's running pretty true. Actually, I'm thinking that all the bark should go, but I'm not gonna force it. That from there to there was an unsupported bevel cut. It's just being done by the swing, so it will never come out smooth. But I'm thinking maybe I can approach it from here and smooth it out. By the way, if you try an unsupported bevel cut, make very light passes, because you will get a catch otherwise. Well, this is going to be fun to holo. I had joked about before about this listen to the wood thing, and because wood speaks to you, and here is kind of proved, because here's where the real shape is being decided, and really you don't know what you're going to do until you get in there, and it's almost like the pieces start to talk to you, and all of a sudden you know exactly what you need to do to make it look good. There, now it looks like something. Here I'm trying a Hunter, I believe it's called a Hurricane tool. It's a carbide, but it's a carbide cutter. It's not a scraper. This is a really beefy tool, and I decided against it because I figured it won't help me do the curve on the inside. So I moved my headstock to the end, and I went for the easy wood tools. And I did all the rest of the holoing with them. With them, there is a set of 3. I used the street one and the first curve one. That's really all I needed for this. This is a really nice shot, by the way. These tools have a maximum reach of about 4.5 inches or so, and I was going to 5 inches with this particular piece, so I figure I can get it done. I'm almost done this here after a million times stopping the lathe and cleaning it up, but I did enjoy this. This may become my thing, my specialty, who knows. Anyways, here I'm putting Mahoney's walnut oil. That's my go-to finish, because I like to feel the wood. I don't like plasticky type finishes. Here I'm removing some of the bottom. I had to make up my mind between making a jump jack or not, so I just parted it off because I wanted a small bottom anyways. So then I used my mini Mirka sander to make the bottom nice and flat and smooth. And I did go through all the grids when I sanded. I think I started at 120 all the way to 400. And here's some hand finishing. Don't leave. Just my advice, seriously. Here I'm like cleaning up with a 400 or the 320, I think it is. Any swirls or anything that you see, because trust me, you will regret it if you leave them. And here's my finished piece. I'm pretty happy with this. I don't know about the bark, what's going to happen when it dries, but I think even if it comes off, it's still going to look really cool. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of this piece, and I might do a few more holo forms and trying to make the hole smaller and smaller to see how far I can get. But anyways, thanks for hanging out. See you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.